Welcome to 2025. Buckle up, it's going to be a bumpy ride. All right, folks, let's talk 2025, the future, the great unknown. Well, not really unknown, is it? Because it's basically tomorrow, and if the news cycles of the last few years have taught us anything, it's that tomorrow is going to be a doozy. As we step into 2025, societal, economic, and technological shifts will challenge traditional norms and redefine how people view wealth, success, and quality of life. We're talking seismic shifts in how we live, work, and interact with each other. And listen, I'm not saying it's all doom and gloom, it's just intensely complicated gloom, with a side of we need to address this urgently sprinkled on top. But hey, at least we'll have each other, right? Unless the robots have taken over by then, in which case please disregard this and send help. Here are key insights into the evolving future. Economic inequality, the rich get richer and everyone else gets a side hustle. So, remember when we used to worry about the gap between the rich and the poor? Well, buckle up, Buttercup, because in 2025 that gap is less of a gap and more like a chasm. We're talking Mariana Trench levels of economic disparity, and you know what's at the bottom of the Mariana Trench? Exactly, crushing pressure. Job losses due to automation and AI. It's not just the stuff of dystopian sci-fi anymore, it's our reality. And while the ultra-wealthy are off launching themselves into space, the rest of us are grappling with inflation, deflation, and the soul-crushing realization that our middle-class dreams are going the way of the dodo. Mental health, when keeping up with the Joneses becomes a full-time job, and you're already working 3. Let's be honest, nobody's surprised that mental health is taking a nosedive. When you're constantly bombarded with images of influencers living their best lives, sponsored by, their 5th yacht, it's easy to feel like you're failing at the game of life. And the worst part, the game is rigged. Financial instability, the pressure to succeed, and the ever-present fear of being labelled less than are taking their toll. We're seeing a rise in anxiety, depression, and tragically crime as desperation pushes people to the brink. The housing crisis, finding an affordable apartment shouldn't be a competitive sport. Remember when owning a home was considered part of the American dream? Yeah, well, scratch that. In 2025, it's more like a fever dream. A terrifying one where corporations are gobbling up land like Pac-Man on a sugar high. The real estate market is more volatile than a teenager's emotions, and actually finding a place to live feels like winning the lottery. And don't even get me started on rent. Let's just say you might want to brush up on your haggling skills and get used to the idea of having a lot of roommates. Like, maybe a family of squirrels. Chapter 4, Shifting Values. Turns out money can't buy happiness, but it can buy a really nice vegetable garden. Here's the thing about hitting rock bottom. Eventually you start looking for a way to climb out, and in 2025 that means a fundamental shift in values. People are waking up to the fact that maybe, just maybe, there's more to life than chasing the almighty dollar. We're seeing a renewed focus on quality of life. Spending time with loved ones, pursuing passions. No, not that kind of passion. Get your mind out of the gutter. And, dare I say it, actually enjoying the one life we have. Chapter 5. The rise of digital economies, Bitcoin, blockchain, and bartering for bread. Remember when your grandma told you to invest in that weird internet money thing? Turns out grandma was right. Bitcoin is king in 2025, and the traditional financial systems are, shall we say, having a bit of an existential crisis. Platforms like Coinbase and Crypto.com are the new Wall Street, and microeconomies are popping up faster than mushrooms after a rainstorm. It's decentralized, it's volatile, and frankly, it's a little bit terrifying. But hey, at least it's interesting. Chapter 6. Technological evolution. Buckle up, we're going to the multiverse, and it's weirdly similar to your uncle's basement. Hold on to your hats, kids, because the tech world is moving at warp speed. We're talking tokenization, the Internet of Things, and a whole lot of other jargon that even I don't fully understand. But here's the gist. Our physical and digital lives are becoming increasingly intertwined. And then there's the decentralized Web 3.0, which is basically the internet on steroids. It's faster, it's more secure, and it's supposed to be more equitable. But honestly, it also kind of feels like that one friend's house in college where you could never quite figure out the Wi-Fi password. Chapter 7. Safety and Quality of Life. Because sometimes you just need a hug and a fully stocked pantry. In a world that feels increasingly uncertain, people are craving stability. And no, I'm not talking about the kind that comes in a bottle. Though let's be real, a stiff drink doesn't hurt every now and then. We're talking about the security that comes from hard assets, sustainable living, and the recognition that time is our most valuable resource. It's about building community, connecting with nature, and prioritizing experiences over material possessions. Chapter 8. Creativity and Entrepreneurship. When life gives you lemons, build a lemonade stand that also mines Bitcoin. Don't worry, it's not all doom and gloom. This brave new world of 2025 is also a breeding ground for creativity and innovation. With traditional structures crumbling, entrepreneurs are stepping up to fill the void, creating new industries and reimagining the way we live and work. It's a time for bold ideas, unconventional solutions, and a healthy dose of why the hell not? Because in the face of unprecedented challenges, sometimes the only option is to embrace the chaos and see what emerges from the ashes. Outro. 2025, the future is now, and it's weirdly hopeful. So there you have it, 2025, a year of upheaval, uncertainty, and unprecedented opportunity. Are things going to be easy? God, no. Are we going to have to rethink everything we thought we knew about the world? Absolutely. As we navigate these challenges and opportunities, 2025 will push humanity toward a more thoughtful, sustainable, and decentralized future. One where values like creativity, community, and quality of life take center stage. But hey, maybe, just maybe, that's not such a bad thing, because sometimes it takes a good shake-up to remind us what truly matters, and who knows, maybe we'll even surprise ourselves along the way.